Greetings and welcome to the Unhealthy Podcast, a real unfiltered take on health, mindset, and relationships. I'm your host, Uncle Marv. Today we're hitting everything from magic intermittent fasting to why boring repeat meals might actually help you lose more weight. Plus, what your sleep, your noisy neighborhood, and your daily steps are secretly doing to your heart and your brain. If you're tired of Instagram hacks and just want straight talk you can use this week, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Let's start with one that's going to mess with a lot of Instagram advice. A major new review of 22 clinical trials finds that intermittent fasting is basically no better for weight loss than standard eat fewer calories dieting. Researchers looked at nearly 2,000 adults following different fasting styles, alternate day fasting, time-restricted eating, and more, and compared them to folks just following regular calorie-cutting advice or even no structured plan at all. Over a year, weight loss was similar across the board, so the magic wasn't in the fasting window. It was still about overall calories and consistency, not the clock. So if you love fasting and it helps you stick to fewer calories, fine, keep it. But it's not a cheat code, and you don't have to force yourself into an eating window you hate. Pick an approach you can live with long term, watch total intake, and focus on habits, not hacks. Here's one for everybody who eats the same breakfast every day. A new study in the journal Health Psychology found that adults in a 12-week weight loss program actually lost more weight when they repeated a lot of the same meals and kept calories steady day to day. People who stuck to a routine lost about 5.9% of their body weight versus 4.3% in those whose diets bounced around more. The researchers say that every extra 100-calorie swing from day to day chipped away at results. In other words, boring may beat foodie if your main goal right now is dropping pounds. So you don't need a brand new Pinterest-worthy meal every night. A simple, repeatable lineup, especially for breakfast and lunch, can make tracking easier and results more predictable. Save variety for a few planned meals instead of every day being a wild card. Let's talk about your future brain health. A new randomized study published in JAMA Network Open is looking at how combining structured exercise with intensive vascular risk control, things like managing blood pressure and cholesterol, affects cognitive function in older adults. Researchers followed more than 5,000 adults to see whether this combo could slow memory and thinking decline. While full results are still being discussed, early reporting suggests that addressing heart and blood vessel risks, plus getting people moving, may offer more protection than either strategy alone. Translation: what's good for your heart and your daily step count may also help keep your brain sharper as you age. If you're 50 plus, this is a nudge to stop thinking of blood pressure, cholesterol, and exercise as separate issues. Talk to your doctor about both medication and lifestyle steps, then pair them with a regular movement plan you can actually stick with. If you sleep with traffic noise outside your window, listen up. A new study in Cardiovascular research found that just one night of typical urban traffic noise disrupted people's sleep and triggered signs of cardiovascular stress. Researchers monitored 74 adults over 3 nights, rotating them through quiet conditions, 30 episodes of recorded traffic noise, or 60 episodes. Even after one noisy night, participants showed impaired blood vessel function and reported worse sleep, more restlessness, and more fatigue the next morning. It's more evidence that just noise at night can nudge your heart and blood vessels in the wrong directions. So, if you live near a busy road, highway, or train line, better soundproofing and white noise solutions aren't just about comfort. They may actually help protect your heart over time. Simple steps like earplugs, fan noise, or moving the bed away from windows might matter more than you think. Here's Gut Check, a new analysis using CDC survey data from 2019 to 2025 found that consistently getting less than 7 hours of sleep a night is strongly linked to shorter life expectancy, sometimes more than physical inactivity or food insecurity, and just behind smoking and obesity. Researchers from Oregon Health and Science University looked at state-by-state patterns and found that in 2024, every single state showed a significant association between insufficient sleep and lower life expectancy. This isn't just about feeling tired. Chronic short sleep is acting like a major risk factor for dying sooner. If you routinely live on 5 to 6 hours a night and shrug it off, this is your warning label. Treat sleep more like you treat diet and exercise. Make it a non-negotiable basic, not a luxury. This might mean cutting late night screen time, saying no to one more show, or setting a real bedtime. Now, circling back to brain health, another JAMA Network paper is drawing attention to the role of lifestyle in staying sharp. This research in older adults looked at how exercise and aggressive management of vascular risk, things like blood pressure, diabetes, and cholesterol, relate to cognitive function over time. While details vary, the message is consistent. Habits that protect your heart also seem to protect your brain. For adults 60 plus worried about memory, this is more than a do a crossword solution. It's about moving your body and tightening up your medical risk factors under a doctor's guidance. Ask your doctor not just how's my blood pressure, but what can I do to lower my dementia risk? That conversation should include movement, diet, and medication where needed. Small changes now can stack up in your favor over the next decade. All right, folks, that is your health news you actually need this week. If something here hit you, don't just nod and move on. Pick one thing. Fix your sleep, simplify your meals, go for a walk, just simply do something that moves the needle. And if you got value out of this, make sure you follow, share it with someone who needs a reality check, and keep coming back, because we're not just chasing trends here, we're building habits that actually last. We'll see you soon, folks, and until next time, live healthy and be happy.